हेलो माय डियर मैकेनिकल इंजीनियर्स, हाउ आर यू ऑल? व्हाट्सअप, कैसे हैं सब लोग? अपोने कीमेन आचेन यल्लवन्नारू की हालचाल? कैन यू गाइज हियर मी? Am I properly audible and visible to you or not? Please do let me know through the comment section so that we can start this wonderful numerical practice session for MSQs. Yes, all the questions will be multiple select questions and the topics will be in fluid mechanics, it will be the dynamics of the fluid flow, and in thermal engineering it will be the second law of thermodynamics. All right, so do join me fast and respond me through the comment section to mark your presence. If you are physically present, please mention in the comment section so that we can start this session as early as possible. So let me quickly introduce myself. Short and simple introduction. I am mechanical engineering graduate from IIT Delhi. I have also cleared engineering services examination which is conducted by UPSC. I have worked in Steel Authority of India Limited for a couple of years. Plus, I have also worked in a private consulting firm for more than 2 years. So my total industry exposure is more than 4 years and the rest of my experience is into teaching. I have been guiding the students from last 11 years for various competitive examinations like GATE, ESC and other PSUs. And I am quite comfortable in these many areas of mechanical engineering, fluid mechanics, thermal, industrial as well as the heat transfer. So if you have anything to discuss, you can always connect with me through the mail ID. This is my official mail ID. Or you can join me on the Telegram also if you are not part of my Telegram channel. Once you become part of my Telegram channel, you will be getting the notification of the various examination, the study notes, PDFs and the updates about various important sessions, free sessions which we bring from time to time on our BYJU'S app also as well as on the YouTube platform. Hi Rajput, welcome, good evening, what's up, how was your day? And I also give you the important questions for practice from time to time and you can share your doubts. So there are already more than 1500 students who are part of my Telegram channel which is Mechanical by Chandrasekhar. The link is also mentioned over the bottom. Or you can scan the QR code to become part of my channel, because all the students who are part of this channel are having the mindset of clearing the GATE examination with the best possible score. So if you join such a group who are having the same objective, it will definitely benefit you. And tomorrow, and from tomorrow onwards up to 17th of November, the mega mock test for GATE 2024 will be open. You can attempt the test anytime between 11th of November to 17th of November. You just have to register yourself and the registration is completely free. The link to register yourself is already there in the description box. So if after the class, please do go through the description box. There are a lot of links, so many links which are important for your preparation, for your betterment in your understanding. So do use those links. This is the entire schedule for our MMC. Hi Maniket, good evening, welcome, what's up? So we are at test number 3, which will be starting from 11th of November and the result will be announced on 18th of November. Based on your performance in the scholarship test, you can unlock our test series also. Again, more questions to be practiced, more question for the practice. You can unlock our test series for the discounted prices, and the syllabus of the mock test 3 will be production engineering, industrial engineering, material science as well as IC engine, and the difficulty level will be similar to your GATE exam and the pattern will also be similar to the GATE exam pattern. All right, so do not miss these tests, and after these subject-wise tests there will be 4 full-length tests also. So shall we start? Everybody, please do write in the comment section if you are all ready with your pen, notebook and calculator and fully motivated and enthusiastic to explore this beautiful session. Once again, I welcome you all from the bottom of my heart to this wonderful session. I hope you guys would definitely enjoy it and improve your understanding through MSQs, and you will develop the confidence in attempting those MSQs which are going to appear in your actual GATE examination. So once again, please do like and share. I am all good, Senbok. After a long time, how are you? So please do like this session so it reaches to all your friends and colleagues who are preparing for GATE 2024 and who are afraid of MSQs, and do share the link of this session to all your respective Telegram channels as well as your WhatsApp groups, etc. So this is question number 1 on your screen. The question says, consider the saline drip bottle. This is the drip bottle. This is how it looks. Shown, if the rho is the density of the saline and atmospheric pressure is P atm, neglect viscous losses in the tube. Choose the correct option. Pressure at A, out of A and B, only one option is correct. Acha, oh great. Good to hear that, Senbok. Well done. And option C says pressure at B, B is this point, A is this point, and the velocity of the flow through the saline tube, this is the velocity, is given by this 2gh1 minus h2. Can you quickly solve it and let me know the answer through the comment section? Can you guys solve it and do let me know the answer? There is an open-ended tube through which air is entering. This is open-ended tube, open at both ends. This is an open-ended tube. So the air will be entering into the tube and here the pressure will be atmospheric pressure. Do you agree? Pressure at B will be equal to P atm. Isn't it? Pressure at B is P atm. C is incorrect. Pressure at B is P atm. And if the pressure at B is P atm, then according to hydrostatic law, what will be the pressure at A? Pressure at A is P atm minus rho into G into H2. Pressure at A is P atm minus rho G H2. A is correct, B is incorrect. And what about the velocity? If you take another point 1 here at the outlet of the pipe, then can we say P1 is equal to P atm, and if we take this as the reference line for the potential energy, then we can say Z1 is equal to 0. And what is ZB, ZA? Isn't it H1? ZA is equal to H1. And do you agree VA will be equal to 0 because the area of the bottle is very large compared to the area of the pipe, and we need to find out the value of V1. So if we apply Bernoulli equation between these two, so Bernoulli equation, write the Bernoulli equation between 1 and A. So P1 by rho G, that is P atm, plus V1 square by 2G is equal to P atm minus rho G H2 by rho G, then rho G, then plus H1. So P atm by rho G will get cancelled out. So V1 is equal to this rho G will also be getting cancelled out. So it will be 2G H1 minus H2 under root. This is the velocity of flow from the pipe. This will be the velocity of the flow. Thank you, Senbok, for the nice words. It is all your hard work which help you to clear your concept. I teach everyone the same concept, but it is your hard work and it is your dedication and motivation which help you to improve your fundamentals, which develop the interest in the subject. So D is also correct. So the correct answer for option for first question, question number 1 is A and D. A and D will be the correct answer, isn't it? A and D. Hi Pawan, good evening, welcome. I can see so many students, previous students who used to be part of my sessions earlier. So the question number 1 answer is A and D. Options A and D are correct. I hope it is clear to everyone. The next question number 2. In laminar flow through pipe, in laminar flow means Reynolds number is less than 2000. Then the flow is laminar, internal flow is laminar. The radius of the pipe is 10 centimeter. The average velocity is 5 meter per second. Correct. Choose the correct option. So can we say the velocity profile is given by U maximum into 1 minus R square by capital R square. This is the velocity profile. So if average velocity is 5 meter per second, what is the maximum velocity? Do you agree? 10 meter per second. U maximum is equal to twice of V average for laminar flow. Isn't it? The velocity at 5 centimeter radius. So we can say U at 5 centimeter radius will be equal to U maximum is 10. 1 minus R is 5. Capital R is 10 whole square. What will be the answer? Isn't it 7.5 meter per second? The velocity at a radial location of 5 meter will be 7.5 meter per second. B is the correct answer. A is incorrect. A will be incorrect. B is correct. Now at a radial distance of R, the local velocity becomes equal to average velocity. For local velocity to be equal to average velocity, for U is equal to V average, what is the value of R in terms of capital R? So we can use this. U is equal to twice of V average, that is the maximum velocity, into 1 minus R square by capital R square, right? So if U is equal to V average, so we can say 1 minus R square by capital R square is equal to 1 by 2, or we can say small r by capital R is equal to 1 minus 1 by 2. That is R is equal to, or R by R is equal to 1 by root 2. So R is equal to capital R by root 2. So in centimeter, 1 by root 2 is 0.707 into 10 centimeters. So it will be 7.07 centimeter. At a radial location of 7.07 centimeter, the local velocity and the average velocity become equal. C is the correct answer. D is incorrect. So the answer to the second question is B and C. B and C will be the correct answer. B as well as C. Yes, Maniket, well done, good. Good. Anybody is having any doubt, you just let me know. If anybody is facing any difficulty in understanding, do let me know. Next question you are supposed to solve. The next question you guys are supposed to solve. Yes, every one of you, do let me know the answer for the third question. Third question on your screen. बताइए, are you able to see the third question? सारे आंसर एक साथ लिखो. Write both the options together. Both or all the options. कौन कौन सा करेक्ट है? In fully developed laminar flow through pipe, head loss due to friction, HL head loss due to friction is given by FLV square by 2GD. This is the formula for head loss, Darcy-Weisbach equation. Yes, because it is laminar flow. So what we need to find out in option A and B, we need to find out HL as a function of velocity. In C and D, we need to find out HL as a function of diameter, isn't it? So out of A and B, one option is correct. Out of C and D, another option is correct. So the length is independent of velocity, that is the dimension. Diameter is independent of velocity. G is acceleration due to gravity, 2 is constant. Friction factor depends on velocity. How? E is proportional to F into V square. And how the friction factor for laminar flow? F is equal to 64 by Reynolds number. So 64 mu upon rho VD. Mu is constant, 64 is constant, density is the property, diameter is the dimension. So we can say F is inversely proportional to velocity. F will be inversely proportional to velocity. Are you getting it? F will be inversely proportional to velocity. So we can say HL is proportional to 1 upon velocity into velocity square. So HL is directly proportional to velocity will be the correct answer. B is the correct answer. A is not correct. B will be the right answer. Are you getting it? B will be the correct answer. Or what you could have done is, you could have used Hagen-Poiseuille equation. HL is equal to delta PL by rho G, that is equal to 1 by rho G, 32 mu VL by D square. You could have written Hagen-Poiseuille equation, which is valid only for laminar flow. So if you write this, then you will get HL is proportional to V. Similarly, using the Hagen-Poiseuille equation, we can say and HL is inversely proportional to D square, isn't it? HL will be inversely proportional to D square. Or you could have used this, HL is equal to FL V square by 2GD. So F is equal to 64 mu upon rho VD. So F is inversely proportional to diameter here. So we can say HL is proportional to F upon D. So we can say F is inversely proportional to diameter. So HL is inversely proportional to D square. So either using the Darcy-Weisbach equation or Hagen-Poiseuille equation, you will get the same answer. It will be inversely proportional to D square, inversely proportional to square of pipe diameter, and directly proportional to mean velocity. B and C, who got the correct answer? B and C will be the correct answer. Question number 3. That is how the questions are going to be asked in your examination. Do you understand it? Nobody had given me the right answer. Hi Malesh, welcome. How are you? Kya hal chal? It is not B and D, it is B and C. Do you guys understand it or not? Do you guys agree or not? Yes or no? Please give me yes. And do like this session, guys, and share it with your friends too. I hope it is clear. Shall we proceed further? अगर कोई doubt हो, किसी को कोई confusion हो, you are most welcome to ask me your confusion. The next question is a numerical. So don't think that numerical cannot be framed as MSQs. Yes, definitely the numericals can be framed. The only advantage you will get in numericals is most of the times 2 options will be correct. Out of A and B, only one option you need to select, and out of C and D, another one option should be selected. There are 2 tanks containing an oil of density 950, viscosity 8 into 10 to the power minus 2 Pascal second, are connected by a 15 centimeter diameter. Diameter is 15 centimeter, pipeline of length 200 meter. The maximum velocity and the maximum difference in elevation in the oil surface that can exist while maintaining the laminar flow. So for laminar flow, Reynolds number to be maximum is 2000 is equal to rho into maximum average velocity into d by mu. So we can find out the maximum velocity from here. What is the maximum velocity? That is 200, sorry, it will be 2000 into viscosity is 8 into 10 to the power minus 2 divide by rho 950 into d, diameter 15 centimeter, 0.15 meter. That will be the answer for maximum velocity. Can you find out which of them is correct? 2000 or 20 into 8? 8 into 20, 160. 160 divided by 950, then divide by 0.15, 1.1228 or 1.123, 1.123 meter per second. That is the maximum velocity. It is the maximum average velocity actually. It is the maximum average velocity, 1.123. Are you getting it? Option A is correct. Option A will be correct. It is 1.12, Maniket. It will not be 11.2. And what we need to calculate is the difference in the elevation in the oil surfaces. So if I draw, there are two tanks, let us say. This is, let us say, Z1, this is 0.1 free surface here, and this is 0.2 here, free surface here. So we can call this to be Z1, we can call this to be Z2. P2 is equal to 0, P1 is equal to 0, V1 is equal to 0, V2 is equal to 0. The flow is from 1 to 2 because Z1 is greater than Z2. So we can say Z1 is equal to Z2 plus HL, isn't it? So Z1 minus Z2 is equal to HL, that is FLV square by 2GD. If we want Z1 minus Z2 to be maximum, so Z1 minus Z2 to be maximum, we can say F is equal to 64 by 2000 into length L, then we will write V maximum square upon 2 into G into D. Put the value, you will get the answer. 64 by Reynolds number into what is the length? Length is given as 200 meter into 1.123 square upon 2 into 9.81 into 0.15. That will be Z1 minus Z2. Can you find out the answer? Can you solve it? This 200 divided by 2000, it will become 10. So can you solve it? 64 into 1.123 square divided by 20 into 9.81 into 0.15, 2.7425, isn't it? 2.74. C is the answer. 2.74. नहीं गलत कर रहे हैं मनिकेत, चेक करिए कहां मिस्टेक हो रही है. The answer are A and C. The answers will be A and C. A and C. Please check your calculation. A and C will be the correct answer. I hope you understood this. So few questions will be from fluid mechanics and then there will be some questions from the thermal engineering. The next question. Solve the next one. This is beautiful question, simple but beautiful. A pipe network is shown in the figure in which Q and HF refers to the discharge and head loss respectively. Calculate the head loss and discharge for this pipe network. We need to find out Q5 and H5 and Q4 and H4. The value of Q5 and H5 and Q4 and H4. This is Q5 H5 and Q4 H4 is where this is. We need to find out these two and the direction also. The direction also. So if we take, so we can say at a junction, do you know at a junction net discharge is equal to 0. At a junction the net flow rate will be 0. This is junction D. So discharge entering is 100 and discharge leaving here is 30. So do you agree the remaining discharge will leave from here? Q4 will be equal to 100 minus 40, that is 60. Q4 will be 60. Are you getting it? Q4 will be 60. Q4 will be 60. Then if we take another point A is another junction. Point A is another junction. 60 is entering here and 30 is leaving from here and 20 is leaving from here. So 60 is entering and 50 is leaving. So do you agree the remaining Q will be equal to 10 which will be leaving from here? So Q5 is equal to 10. Q5 is equal to 10 and the direction of flow will be from A to C. For Q4 direction of flow is D to A. C is the correct answer. And for Q5 the direction of flow will be from A to C. A and C will be the correct answer, isn't it? A and C. No need to find out H5 and H4. Without calculating H5 and H4, we can find out the answer to this question, A and C. Let us try to find out. I hope this is clear. Now let us try to find out. This is 60 and this is 10. Let us try to find out the value of H4 and H5. So for a closed loop, if it is a closed loop, then sigma HL net will be equal to 0. There are two closed loop. One is this. Can we find out the flow rate in Q2? 10 is entering, 40 is entering from 10 plus 40, 50, 30 is leaving, and the remaining 20 will be leaving from here. Isn't it? So for this loop, if we take this loop, then we can say H5, it is HF5 plus HF2 minus HF1 is equal to 0. So HF5 is equal to HF1. How much is HF1? 60 minus HF2. How much is that? That is 40. That is equal to 20. HF5 will be 20. HF5 will be 20. So HF5 will be 20, right? Similarly, for this loop, we can say HF4. If we are moving in the direction of flow, we are taking it as positive, plus HF5 minus HF3 is equal to 0. So HF4 is equal to HF3 minus HF5. What is HF3? That is 120 minus HF5 is 20. So HF4 is equal to 100 units. HF4 will be 100. Are you getting it? HF4 will be 100 units. So option A and C will be the right answer for this one. Option A and C will be the correct answer. We are running another series for all the GATE 2024 aspirants, where we are discussing the hand-picked PYQs from 90s, GATE 90s PYQs for different subjects, and for the same session you can have the quiz also on the BYJU'S app on the same day. Fluid mechanics in 2 parts had already been over. So you join this hand-picked question practice series or PYQs, which will help you to improve your understanding, because it is very difficult to find out the questions for practice which are having the difficulty level as that of actual GATE exam. So this practice session will help you a lot in improving your fundamentals. And one more important announcement, we will be conducting the scholarship test tomorrow and day after, 11th and 12th. Anytime between 9 AM to 9 PM you can appear for the test. The registration is completely free, and based on your performance in the scholarship test, you can get our paid courses also at a very discounted prices. You can get up to 90% of scholarship as well based on your performance, right? So do register yourself for the scholarship test and appear anytime tomorrow or day after tomorrow between 9 AM to 9 PM. The registration link is there in the description box. And once again, it is my humble request to all of you, please do not forget to like this session. If you are enjoying it, if you are improving your concept, if you are developing the confidence in MSQs, please do like and share. Next question is from the external flow. The next one is from the external flow. Solve the next one. For the boundary layer over a flat plate, the velocity profile is linear, which is given by U is equal to UM. UM is the free stream velocity. It is the free stream velocity. People use U infinity also or capital U also. UM is the free stream velocity. Y is the distance from the plate in the direction normal to the flow. Delta is the velocity boundary layer thickness. Velocity boundary layer thickness. we need to find out. So what is delta star? That is called as displacement thickness. Integration 0 to delta 1 minus u by u infinity into dy. That is the formula. Theta is equal to integration 0 to delta u by u infinity into 1 minus u by u infinity into dy. That is the momentum thickness. Energy thickness is given by integration 0 to delta u by u infinity into 1 minus u square by u infinity square into dy. Do the integration, and h is called as shape factor, that is delta star by theta, which is greater than 1. This is called as shape factor. Can you do the calculation? So for linear velocity profile, for u by u infinity is equal to y by delta, you should have remembered the expression. Delta star is equal to delta by 2, theta is equal to delta by 6, energy thickness is delta by 4, and h, which is equal to delta star by theta, is equal to 3. This will be, you can memorize these values, they are important. So delta star is 0.5, delta A is correct. Theta is delta by 6, it is incorrect. Delta is delta by 4, that is 0.25 delta, and shape factor is 3. So A, C and D are the correct answer, A, C, D. And if we write them in increasing order, the minimum is theta, then delta E, and then delta star, and then delta. This will be the order, and all are function of x only. They varies in x direction. The boundary layer thickness grows in x direction. This is x is equal to 0 and this is x is equal to L. The boundary layer ACD will be the correct answer. Well done. Good, good, good. Maniket, finally I got the correct answer. All the options, now all the options ACD except B, the options ACD are correct. The next question is from the hydraulic machine. Can you solve this? This is wonderful question. Now I want you guys to solve this as well. Everyone, those who are watching me live, please do give it a try, because if you are not trying solving the question, then somebody else is getting better than you. So it is a relative competition. Everybody is trying really hard because only 3 months are left for your GATE examination. And yes, that reminds me, at 7:30 p.m. on the BYJU'S app, I will discuss about the best utilization of the remaining 3 months. How to utilize your remaining 3 months in the best possible way to get the best possible rank in your GATE examination. So do attend this session on the BYJU'S app at 7:30 today only. 7:30 today on BYJU'S app. And if you have not downloaded the BYJU'S exam prep app, you can use my bit.ly link, which you will find in my description box. So you can use the bit.ly link to download the BYJU'S exam prep app. All right, I will show you the bit.ly link as well. Or shall I show you now? This is the bit.ly link. Here in each and every session, in the description box, you can find this at the bottom. This is called as, this is the bit.ly link. If you click on this link, then you will be able to download the BYJU'S exam prep. And do not forget to join me at 7:30 as well on the BYJU'S exam prep. All right, so let us talk about this question. Yes, are you guys solving it? Solve कर रहे हैं आप लोग? A turbine, the question says a turbine develops 8000 kilowatt power P1 when running at 100 rpm, that is N1. The head on the turbine, that is H1, is 30 meter. If the head is reduced to 18 meter, that is H2. Determine the speed N2 and the power P2. Out of A and B, one option is correct. Out of C and D, वन ऑप्शन इज करेक्ट. बताइए. Kumar is saying D is correct, C is incorrect, and Maniket is saying A is correct, B is incorrect. What is your opinion? It is a single turbine. It is not about prototype and model. So can we say diameter remains constant? The diameter will be constant. So we can say U is proportional to D into N, because U is given by pi d n by 60. So U is proportional to D into N. We can say V will be proportional to D. Diameter we can remove, isn't it? Diameter we can remove. So we can say V is proportional to N. Why? Because U by V is equal to phi, the speed ratio, and V is proportional to root H is proportional to N. I hope it is clear, because V is given by root 2 GH. So this is the relation. This. So N2 is equal to N1 into under root of H2 by H1. We'll give you the answer. From here we can write the equation. What is N1? 100 into what is H2? 18 divide by what is H1? 30. That is RPM. Can you solve it? Can you find out the value of N2? 18 divided by 30 under root of 0.6 into 100, it is 77.46. 77.46 RPM. 77.46. B is the correct answer. Yes, B. Maniket, A kaise ho gaya? B will be the correct answer. Now the power develop. Now the power. Can you solve for power? Can you solve for power? So we can say overall efficiency is equal to power divided by rho Q GH. Rho into Q into G into H. So from here power is proportional to Q into H, and Q is power is proportional to Q is D square into velocity into H. D is constant. So we can say power is proportional to V into H, and we can say power is proportional to V is root H into H. So finally power is proportional to H to the power 1 plus 1 by 2, that is 3 by 2. Power will be proportional to 3 by 2. So P2 by P1 is equal to H2 by H1 to the power 3 by 2. So P2 is equal to P1 into H2 by H1 to the power 3 by 2. So what is P2? What is P1? P1 is given as 8000 kilowatt into H2 is 18 divided by H1 is how much? 30 to the power 1.5 kilowatt. What will be the answer? Can you find out power? Can you solve for power? Those who have not solved it yet, please give it a try. 18 divided by 30 to the power 0.5, right? Into 8000. 6196.77. 6196.77 kilowatt. That will be the value of P2. 6196.77. ये क्या हुआ? Is there any problem? कुछ गड़बड़ की मैंने? Did I commit any mistake? 1 plus 1 by 2. V is root H. अच्छा मैंने क्या कर दिया? 0.5 कर दिया क्या? सॉरी 1.5 होना था. 18 divided by 30 to the power 1.5. Yes, correct. Into 8000. Yes. 3718.06. Well done. Good, Kumar. Yes. Thank you for finding out the mistake. 3718.064 kilowatt. 3718. D is the answer. So B and D. Beautiful question it is. I hope you understood the concept. Now let us solve some questions from the thermal engineering. Let us solve some of the questions from the thermal engineering. Yes, everyone, please do let me know the answer to this one. few questions from the thermal engineering or second law of thermodynamics. The temperature of the system cannot be reduced to zero in a finite number of processes. Yes, absolute zero is impossible. 0 Kelvin we cannot achieve. This is true. We need to find out the correct statements. So option A is correct. Statement A is correct. It is impossible for a self-acting machine working in a cyclic process unaided by an external agency to convey heat from a body at lower temperature to a body at higher temperature. If we want the heat to flow from T2 to T1, T2 is less than T1. If we want the heat to flow from T2 to T1, we need to do some external work. When the heat flows from lower temperature to higher temperature, external work will be required. That is Clausius' statement of second law of thermodynamics. So it is impossible. Yes, that is true. A and B is also true. It is impossible for a self-acting machine, cyclic devices, which is unaided by an external agency. When there is no work, then the heat cannot flow from lower temperature to high temperature. So the conversely, we can say the heat always flow from high temperature to low temperature. B is also true. The third statement says it is impossible to construct a device which operates on a cycle and produces no other effect than the transfer of heat from a single body in order to produce work. Which operates on a cycle and produces no other effect than the transfer of heat from a single body in order to produce work. So it means it is about PMM1. Transfer of heat, PMM1 is impossible. This is PMM1, perpetual motion machine of first kind. There is a cyclic device. If there is, sorry, it is PMM2. It is not PMM1. It is PMM2. This is T1. It is PMM2, which is impossible. Work cannot, this is, let us say, Q. So W is always less than Q. The work produced cannot be equal to heat supplied, because heat is a low grade energy, work is a high grade energy. Complete conversion of low grade energy into high grade energy is impossible. What we require is, we need another reservoir or another body where the extra heat will be thrown out. So C is also correct. PMM2 is impossible. The Kelvin unit of thermodynamic temperature is the fraction 1 by 273.1/5 of thermodynamic temperature of the triple point of water. That is the definition of 1 Kelvin. 1 Kelvin is defined, that is the universally accepted definition of 1 Kelvin. So 1 Kelvin is defined as the 1 by 273.1/5 of triple point of water. So A, B, C and D all are correct in this given question. All of them are correct. I hope it is clear to everyone. All the statements are true. Anybody is having any doubt in any of the statements, you just let me know. Bataiye. If anybody is having any doubt in any of the given statement, you are most welcome to ask me. Otherwise, allow me to proceed further. The next one. Yes, ये तो simple है. Let me know the answer to this next one. Everyone, please give your opinion. Share your knowledge. Share your answer. Even if you are not getting the correct answer, not a problem at all, because the learning you will get through your mistakes. That is important. The learning is important. Learning is not a sudden process. It is a gradual process. It happens in a continuous, slow, steady manner. So always remember, the expert in anything was once a beginner. So even if you are not expert, but if you are really working hard in the right direction with the right guidance, then definitely you will become expert in the subjects. All right. What is the answer to this one? What will be the answer? Consider an ideal gas enclosed in a piston cylinder device, right? If the expansion of this gas is reversible adiabatic process, do you agree reversible adiabatic is always isentropic? Reversible adiabatic is always isentropic, but an isentropic, have you heard this statement? Reversible adiabatic is always isentropic, but an isentropic process may or may not be reversible adiabatic. An isentropic process may or may not be a reversible adiabatic, but a reversible adiabatic is always isentropic. It means the entropy of the system remains constant. So entropy change for the system will be equal to 0 for a reversible adiabatic. Entropy change for the system is 0. B is correct. And because it is a adiabatic, so Q is equal to 0. It is a closed system. Closed system, Q is equal to 0. There is no mass transfer. Mass transfer is equal to 0. And heat transfer, because it is adiabatic, Q is equal to 0. So there is no change, though there is no scope of entropy transfer. So entropy change for the surrounding will also be 0. Entropy change for the surrounding will also be 0. And entropy change for the universe will also be 0, because it is a reversible adiabatic. Entropy change for the universe will also be 0. Expansion of the gas is isentropic process. Entropy change of the universe will increase. That is not true, because it will increase for irreversible process. It increases for irreversible process. So A is incorrect. Entropy change will increase. Entropy change of the universe will be positive. Entropy of the universe change will be positive. Entropy of the universe will increase only in case of irreversible process. So B, C and D are the correct answer. B, C and D. B, C, D. Well done Kumar, Rajput. C is also true. Maniket, good. अच्छा ये तो हो चुका है. This is all done. Next question. अगला क्वेश्चन क्विकली गेट मी द आंसर. ये तो सिंपल है. दिस इज सिंपल. This is definitely simple question. इसका आंसर बताइए. I want everyone to respond. I am not giving you the answer. Which one of the following changes, set of changes in the source and sink temperature of a reversible engine? This is, let us say, T1. This is reversible engine, and this is the sink temperature T2. The reservoir where the heat is rejected is the sink, and the reservoir from which heat is taken out is the source. And it is a reversible engine, means clockwise cycle, work will be produced. That is equal to Q1 minus Q2 according to first law. So we can say the thermal efficiency is equal to W upon Q1, the work output upon heat input, or we can say Q1 minus Q2 upon Q1, or we can say thermal efficiency of the engine is 1 minus Q2 by Q1. For reversible engine, if it is reversible engine, then we can say thermal efficiency is 1 minus T2 by T1. It is a function of temperatures only. So for increasing the thermal efficiency, if we want to increase the thermal efficiency, T2 by T1 should decrease. T2 by T1 must decrease, isn't it? And how to decrease T2 by T1? Either T2 decreases or T1 increases. So either there is a decrease in T2 or increase in T1. Either there is an increase in the source temperature or there is a decrease in the sink temperature. A and B. Decreasing the source temperature will reduce the thermal efficiency. Increasing in the sink temperature will reduce the thermal efficiency. So A and B will be the answer. A and B. Well done. Good. A and B will be the correct answer for this. The next one, numerical. Out of A and B, one of the option is correct. Out of C and D, another option is correct. Now, please do find out the answer to this one. Do solve. Give it a try. It is a refrigerating machine, which means work consuming cyclic device which maintains the lower temperature compared to the surrounding. Isn't it? Worked on reversed Carnot cycle. It means reversible refrigeration. A और B दोनों तो साथ सही नहीं हो सकता. आप किसका आंसर कर रहे हैं? मनिकेत, आप किसका आंसर कर रहे हैं? ए और बी में से एक सही है और सी और डी में से एक सही है. पिछले क्वेश्चन का आंसर कर रहे हैं क्या आप? सो दिस इज द रेफ्रिजरेटर, दिस इज द सिंक टेम्परेचर Q1, this is the source temperature T2, that is Q2, and it consumes work. It is anti-clockwise cycle. So this is the desired effect. This will be the desired effect, and it is reversible also. It is reversible. So the question says a refrigerator machine working on reverse Carnot takes out 2 kilowatt of heat from the system. This is our system. This is the system. Machine is the system. While operating between temperature limits of 300 Kelvin and 200 Kelvin. COP and power consumed by the cycle will be COP and power consumed. So can we say COP is equal to Q2 by, actually this system is refrigerated space. This is the refrigerated space. This is the refrigerated space. So Q2 is given as 2 kilowatt. Is it Q2 or Q1? क्या given है? A refrigerating machine working on a reverse Carnot cycle takes out 2 kilowatt of heat from the system while operating. इसमें थोड़ा confusion लग रहा है मुझे. Q1 को अगर 2 किलोवाट लेके चलते हैं is equal to T2 upon T1 minus T2. So from here we can find out Q2. Q2 upon Q1 is 2 minus Q2 is equal to T2 is how much? 200 upon 100. So what is Q2? Q2 is equal to 4 minus 2 Q2. So Q2 is equal to 4 by 3. 4 by 3. 1.33. 1.33. So what is W? W, power input cannot be 1. So what is given is, this is given as Q2 is equal to, Q2 will be given as 2 kilowatt. If we put Q2 as 2 kilowatt, if we put Q2 as 2 kilowatt, Q2 as 2 kilowatt, then Q1 minus 2. So it will be 2 Q1 minus 4 is equal to 2. So Q1 will be equal to, how much is that? 6 by 2, 3 kilowatt. Q1 will be 3 kilowatt. Q1 will come out to be 3 kilowatt. So W is equal to 1 kilowatt. W will be 1 kilowatt. C is the correct answer. And if W is equal to 1 kilowatt, this is 1 kilowatt, this is 3 kilowatt, and this is 2 kilowatt. Then COP will be equal to Q2 upon W. So 2 by 1, that is 2. COP will be 2. B and C. B and C will be the answer. For this, B and C will be the correct answer, isn't it? फ्रॉम द सिस्टम, ये ढंग से बताया नहीं है व्हाट सिस्टम इज. सिस्टम मीन्स द रेफ्रिजरेटेड स्पेस. द सिस्टम इज द स्पेस विच वी यूज फॉर कीपिंग आवर स्टफ at the lower temperature. The next question, please do let me know the answer to the next one, everyone. At 7:30 p.m. I will be taking a session on BYJU'S app. Practically it is not feasible to design an engine which closely follows the Carnot cycle. Yes, that is true. The actual cycle cannot be the Carnot cycle for the following reasons. Which of the reasons is correct? Transfer of heat energy at constant temperature. In Carnot cycle, isothermal heat transfer is there. Carnot cycle, it is isothermal heat transfer. Isothermal heat transfer will be done in infinite time, or it will be very slow process. So the transfer of heat energy at constant temperature is very difficult to achieve. That is true. That is one of the reason. A transfer of heat energy at constant temperature is very difficult to achieve. That is the reason in most of our actual processes the heat transfer is either constant pressure, constant volume, etc. Isn't it? Isentropic process or reversible adiabatic are very, very fast process. Yes, before the heat transfer to take place, the process should get completed. So it is the combination of isothermal heat transfer is very slow and isentropic processes are very fast. Carnot cycle is a combination of very slow processes as well as very fast processes that will be difficult to achieve. That is impossible to achieve. That is why we cannot have the Carnot cycle. That is the reason. It makes use of smaller pressure ratio. No, that is not true. Thermal efficiency is not a function of source and seek temperature. That is the conclusion of real cycle. That is the conclusion. All right. So A and B will be the correct answer. A and B will be the right answer. I hope it is clear. A and B will be the correct answer. One more question, last question from my side, and then we will meet after half an hour to our BYJU'S exam prep app. If you have not installed it, downloaded it, you can use the bit.ly link which is there in the description box of this session to download the BYJU'S exam prep app. This will help you to practice the numericals for the hand-picked GATE PYQ series also. So consider the following statements. Which of the following statements are correct? The first of thermodynamics is the law of conservation of energy. A is correct. A will be correct. Perpetual motion machine of second type, PMM2. What is PMM2? This is T1, this is Q1, and work is produced. PMM2 is when only single reservoir is used to produce work. If Q2 is equal to 0, that is called as PPM, perpetual motion machine of second kind, converts energy into equivalent work. That is also true. Q1 will be equal to W, PMM2. This is PMM2. It says Q1 is equal to W, which is impossible, or W is equal to Q1. PMM2 says W is equal to Q1, isn't it? Which is impossible. W should always be less than Q1. That is why thermal efficiency should always be less than 1. We cannot have thermal efficiency as 1. So perpetual motion machine of second kind convert the energy into equivalent work. That is true. But it is impossible. That is a different thing. A closed system does not exchange work or energy. What is a closed system? When there is no mass transfer. Closed system exchanges the energy, but it does not exchange the mass. C is incorrect. The second law of thermodynamics stipulates the law of conservation of energy and entropy. No, it is not related with the conservation of energy. It is only conservation of entropy. Or entropy is not a conserved property. entropy is non-conserved property. It is not about the conservation of entropy as well. Why we call entropy to be non-conserved property? Because entropy can be generated. Entropy can be generated or destroyed, or it can be generated. Entropy can be generated, that is why entropy is a non-conserved property. So A and B will be the correct answer. Only A and B will be the right answer. I hope it is clear to everyone. The last question, option A and B are correct. I will share the PDF of this session as well to my Telegram channel. I was talking about this link. It is not there actually. You cannot see it here because of this ticker. But yes, it is there at the bottom in the description box, bit link in each and every session. So that is all from my side, guys. If you have not joined me on the Telegram, please do join me on the Telegram. We are running some courses for GATE 2024. Crash course is running, as well as there is a long-term course also running for GATE 2025 and 2026 aspirants. So see you at 7:30 if you are interested to be part of BYJU'S app session. See you there. Otherwise, take care, enjoy the festival of lights, and happy Diwali in advance to all my dear students. Thank you. Enjoy. Take care. Jai Hind.